Hi, this is Tim Bost with FinancialCyclesWeekly.com with some vital information about Donald Trump, the planet Saturn, and the stock market crash of 1929. Now, on Tuesday, October 24th, 2017, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at a new high. It finished that trading session that day at 23,441.76. Now, at the time of the closing bell on October 24th, 2017, the position of the planet Saturn was extremely important. This is an astrological chart for the closing bell that day, October 24th, 2017 at 4 p.m. New York time, and here is the planet Saturn up there near the midheaven in the chart at 23 degrees 57 minutes of the sign of Sagittarius. Saturn at 23:57 Sagittarius is a very significant alignment. It's a position that's particularly associated with good fortune, so it's not surprising to see it being emphasized at trading tops in the markets. Now, Saturn has been at this point in the zodiac before. In fact, it returns to it about every 29 and a half years. It was there in 1870, in 1899, in 1929, in 1958, 1987, here in 2017. The next time it'll be coming back to this position in the zodiac will be in the year 2046. Now, for the last 10 times that Saturn has returned to this specific point in the zodiac, the Dow has traded within 3 daily bars of an isolated high in the overall trading trend. And this, in fact, has been true 100% of the time. It's been true in all of these examples, but the one that we're most interested in here is in 1929. On Tuesday, September 3rd, 1929, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at a new high. It finished the trading day at 381.17. Now, this is the astrological chart for that closing bell, which on that time was at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on September 3rd, 1929, and at that time, planet Saturn here was near the ascendant, right on the ascendant, in fact, at 23 degrees 55 minutes of the sign of Sagittarius. Now, compare Saturn at 23:55 Sagittarius in 1929 to Saturn at 23:57 Sagittarius in 2017. Just 2 minutes of arc opening difference between the two. In fact, on Tuesday, the 24th of October 2017, that trading day opened with Saturn at 23:55 Sagittarius. By the time of the closing bell, it had moved over to 23:57. So essentially, this was exactly the same degree. Now, there are lots of astrological correspondences between these dates for the market highs in 1929 and in 2017. In both cases, Mars was in the sign of Libra, Uranus was in Aries, Neptune was in a mutable sign, Pluto was in a cardinal sign of the zodiac, and the North Lunar Node was in a fixed sign of the zodiac. And of course, in both cases, Saturn was at exactly the same degree of the zodiac. But this story doesn't end there. There are some even more parallels between 1929 and 2017. In 2017, the previous year, a non-politician Republican businessman had been elected president, with Republicans also gaining control of both the House and the Senate. When he took office, the stock market rallied wildly. And in 1929, the previous year, a non-politician Republican businessman had been elected president, with Republicans also gaining control of both the House and the Senate. And when he took office, the stock market rallied wildly. Herbert Hoover promised to promote the ideals of the American people. He became very unpopular, even with his own Republican Party. Donald Trump made a pledge to make America great again. He became very unpopular, even with his own Republican Party. Herbert Hoover cut corporate taxes by a full percentage point and slashed personal income tax by 1/3 on incomes under $4,000 and by 1/2 on incomes over $4,000. Donald Trump has repeatedly promised tax cuts, and he is currently urging congressional leaders to put together a coherent, comprehensive tax reform program. Herbert Hoover took office in a time of general prosperity, But with stagnant wages and big income inequality, his push for trade protectionism led to the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, which froze international trade, set off retaliations from foreign countries, and contributed to the devastation of the Great Depression afterwards. Donald Trump took office in a time of general prosperity, but with stagnant wages and big income inequality. His push for trade protectionism includes proposed tariffs of 45% against China and 35% against Mexico, and he is committed to systematically undoing existing international trade agreements. After just a month in office, Herbert Hoover sent 18 U.S. Army planes armed with bombs and machine guns to the Mexican border to protect American lives and property from Mexican threats near Nacho, Arizona. After 9 months in office, Donald Trump continues to promote his plan for a magnificent wall on the Mexican border to protect American lives and property from Mexican rapists and drug dealers. The parallels between 1929 and 2017 are fascinating. But what about the markets? A record trading high may seem like a very good thing, but what comes after that? Now, here's what happened after the market high on September 3rd, 1929. Saturn at 23 Sagittarius 55 on September 3rd, 1929 marked a top for the Dow Jones Industrial Average that was followed by a major crash and then 5 years of declining stock prices. So what does this mean for the stock market right now at the end of 2017? Well, if we continue to repeat the patterns of 1929, a crash, or at least a major correction, could soon be on the way. Want to know more about big turns in the market? Then get this powerful ebook, How to Time the Next Market Trading Top. It gives you a comprehensive technique for analyzing the markets and forecasting trading tops to come. It retails for $97, but you can get it free right now if you go to bit.ly/tradetop. That's all lowercase, bit.ly/tradetop will connect you with a free copy of this $97 ebook. This is Tim Bost with FinancialCyclesWeekly.com. Thanks for joining me today to learn about Donald Trump, the planet Saturn, and the stock market crash of 1929.